Hello, welcome to Texas Lone Wolf. Welcome to Texas Lone Wolf MGTOW, your source for Red Pill Truth. Now, I've been observing the latest posts on social media. Today, I want to do a post or a video on reciprocating in a relationship. Because when you reciprocate, you give and you get given back, which is very healthy. It's a part of the teamwork, okay? So now I've come across this one particular image that really disturbs me. I find it very highly disturbing. Now I'm going to cover this. I'm going to bring this out. Bear with me. I'm going to go ahead and bring this out. We have people going out demanding. They're demanding. So they're putting up demands. I'm going to go ahead and do this video. Now, we live in an era where people are entitled to your stuff from success, so to speak. No, this was written by a woman. The truth of the matter is, now, we are going to talk about this. The truth of the matter is, okay, women are born rich and die poor. They get everything given. It becomes very easy for them to come and get anything they want. Mother Nature is very beautiful indeed. Man, you just get everything given to you at a very young age. Now, with this little attitude right here, stop dating broke men. Really? I got some bad news for you on this, okay? I'm going to go ahead and spit out the red pill truth. Broke men, such as this, what this right here is being described, broke men will become very highly desirable as they age. Here's the deal. Men are born poor and die rich. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? We're going to go get you the definition of what I just said. We are going to get you this. We're going to go get you the information. We're going to get you everything you need to know. Typically, women posting don't date broke men. They're usually gold diggers, okay? They're ATM raiders, okay? They will go in and plunder the ATM, plunder the resources. Then when a man is empty, left picking up the pieces, the woman will bail. Now, we are going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and we're going to go talk about this, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and take the image down. So, as I was talking about that one picture above, don't date broke men, don't date broke men. Lady, I'm afraid you suffer from a princess syndrome. Listen, you want something, get up off your ass, go out and work for it. Nobody owes you nothing. Nobody owes you a thing. So, because some of us have crappy parents that dare never aspire to provide an environment that allows one mind to grow, these parents can barely see past themselves. A shoddy foundation makes for a weak house. Because some of us openly accept the only way through post-secondary education is by working near full-time hours studying the same time. Oh, by the way, it's a scam if you go to a university to get a higher education. It's a scam. You already learn what you learned in high school, plus indoctrination, plus getting brainwashed into this leftist crappy ideology to teach you to hate your own country, hate yourself, and hate your parents. Really? So, yeah. If you want to learn something, get into trade. Listen, the Bachelor of Arts, it's just a simple piece of toilet paper that you can just throw in the sewer and let it rot. It ain't going to get you nothing. Most corporations are relaxing the requirements of getting in a higher paying position. Did you know that? Because some of us openly accept the only way through post-secondary education is by working here full-time hours. This is a scam. Not all of you make it, but those that don't, responsible for their own folly, their own foolishness. So guess what? Because some of us elect crappy leaders who cannot lead a needle through a thread. Whoa, that's pretty powerful. Let alone a country through a renaissance. Because some of us buy into teachings of ideas and morons think that they are right even though their lives are actually in shambles. The list will go along so humanity prevails. Why others die rich? Well, guess what? Because they did not listen to the status quo. Whoa. They challenged it. Because they subsist 4 hours of sleep instead of luxurious 8. Because they seen bad times, made sure remember to taste it, make for a great number, never do that ever again. Because they realize success is not a contingent but a damn diploma or certificate. It is a result of experience in actual industry. Because they put their feelings aside, take nothing personally, aim for what comes after the equal sign. So, regardless, we all die the same. Death has never cared how much you live your life, rich or poor. It doesn't mean nothing to eventuality that haunts you since your birth. When you finally close your eyes, it will be resignation to the fact that you're saying your goodbye is nothing more, nothing less. Do you know what? Before you were even born, all right? You know what? I just want you to see this for yourself. I want you to see this for yourself. Let me tell you something. Women who pushes their little bitty narrative saying don't date broke men. Well, I got news for you. Did you know this? One of these days, you are going to be at the age of undesirability. So I'm going to go ahead and give you another I'm going to give you some other topics right here. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready to dig into this? This is going to be what's I'm going to go get you the information that you need to see for yourself. All right? I'm going to go ahead and get you this. Now, all right, I'm going to go ahead and bring this back. And this is going to be offensive to some women out there talking about hitting a wall. Hey, I'm going to tell you right now. Now, this is going to be raw red pill truth you're going to have to face in reality. You ever seen that chick whom was 16, 15, 16, 17? She thinks that she is hot stuff she don't smell. She was so full of herself. She thinks she's all that. Well, I got bad news for you. The winter is coming for her. Winter is coming. Slang for bad times are ahead. All right. Bad times are ahead. Did you know that? Okay. Bad times are ahead. But some women actually like being alone. It don't even bother them. Some women being alone bothers them too much. Did you know that? So we're going to read this. When a woman hits the wall, it means she has reached a point in her dating life where it becomes extremely difficult for her to find the kind of man she wants to settle down with. Before modern feminists come for me again with knives and pitchforks, let me explain what hitting the wall is not what it is. Feminists will go over there and shriek because of the oppression, because of whatever narrative they're pushing. Now, they hit walls in stages. By the time you hit puberty in your early teens, all the way up to age 25, that's your peak of your beauty. And then you start losing a little bit of that shine as your age goes 26, 27, 28. Then when you hit 30, you lose about 90% of your eggs. Then when you hit 35, you're virtually going to find it harder to settle down and have a family, because typically by the Pharaoh standards in ancient Egypt, 25 is pretty close to the middle age mark. Then when you hit 35, you're actually elderly in that Pharaoh standards. Did you know that? Listen, get away from that feminism Kool-Aid, that shit you're drinking. That stuff has already expired, and it's already been propped up by these elites, and media has been promoted, been spread around like snake oil salesmen trying to cure illness all they're doing is selling you lies like, you know, the adversary in the Garden of Eden. So that lie to the woman, and guess what? All of humanity broke loose, destroyed the perfect union of marriage and stuff. Feminism isn't about supporting women. It's about bringing women down into misery and unhappiness. Okay? Hitting the wall is not some referendum on women's overall worth. Okay? A woman does not have to date or be with anyone. She's perfectly fine being single and living a loving life as she is. Women all over the world are fine being by themselves, although I believe they are in the minority. Women bring a worth to the world because of their character, their compassion, their ability to see good in others. Now, a woman is not defined by her dating market value. Now, of course, you're going to see a lot of celebrities doing this Botox and tummy tugs, all this. Now, hitting a wall doesn't mean she's necessarily unattractive. With the advanced technology, many women can freeze their eggs to ensure the ability to have kids later. That is not guaranteed. All right? That's not guaranteed at all. I tell you what, I can tell you a celebrity who froze her eggs, come to find out her eggs are not worth even being used. And therefore her family lineage to carry on their legacy has been wiped out. In other words, if she goes, so does her family lineage. And she will be forgotten because she bought into this feminist rhetoric, feminist narrative, feminist ideology that sold you out on a lie pushed by mainstream media, pushed by the producers of the movie industry, pushed by the politicians, pushed by the rich and the powerful behind the scenes. And you know what? They're laughing their way to the bank. Then you got these females going out, oh, don't date broke men, don't date broke men, don't date broke men. I got bad news for you. Broke men will become desirable men as they age. And there is scientific proven that this will happen. Once a man gets tired of being broke, he will do something about it and become a desirable man. And then guess what? The women who would never give him the time of day will come crawling to him only to find themselves rejected. Hey, don't you blame them? Don't you blame that man for rejecting them? Shoot, you called him broke. You called him all kind of names. You called him lame, nerdy. You called him all kinds of names at the beginning. Now when he got his stuff together, now you want him. See, that is proof women do not know what they want in life. They are in that moment, and the moment will change at the flick of a light switch. All right? They can use creams and lotions to rub out wrinkles. Hey, the wrinkles are there to stay. You want to do something about the wrinkles? Change your diet. Start eating healthy. They can get tummy tucks, Botox, facelifts. Listen, you can spend money on that and still be ugly on the inside. You can have a full of dead men or dead woman's bones on the inside and be rotten to the core. In fact, women in their 40s can compete with women in their late 20s, nearly 30s now because they have experience and had time to develop themselves while not completely declining in the looks department. But in the fertility department, they're gone. Men don't want anybody above the age of 20s or 25. You're no longer desired. Listen, a man whose money is taken off will go after a woman in her 20s because she's able to have a family. She's able to be molded into a good housewife and to grow a family. The woman in her 40s, she can have any man she wants as long as the man don't want kids. And if you got a real high body count, hey, your past will haunt you. And women know this. All right? Anyways, just wanted to go ahead and cover, anyways, just wanted to give you a heads up. You know, the woman's biological clock's already ticking with all these things right here. All right? Excuse me. Hitting the wall doesn't mean that women have fewer options regarding men in the dating market, but the men will be the one doing the picking. Okay? Because women always had higher standards than men who they want to settle down with. The higher the standards you build up, guess what? The more invisible you become on a dating market. The more invisible you become on a dating app. Did you know that? Guys may have given their sex to when they were young. They won't even look at it now. And even the guys would look at, or not the guys necessarily want to be married to. But men that these women do highly value enough, do want to marry, have options. Okay, the men have options now. You don't. You used to have options when you were in your 20s. Now you are, aged up. You're aged out. In your 40s, 30s, 40s. You're undesirable. They usually want some younger who does not have kids or a liberal sexual past. Things that most women at this age have by this time. You already had your fun. You ran around and played around. Now, okay? Now, between the men and women, now hitting the wall is different for men versus women. Feminism taught that men and women are equal. They lie to you. Feminism is a snake oil sales pitch that lied to you, okay? Now, women mature faster and do not have to work to create their dating market value. This is where it means women are born rich and die poor. They get everything handed to them. It's easy for them. I tell you what, you take a chick that's 18 years old, she goes to the bar, a man will buy her a drink. No questions asked. Okay? No questions asked. She can go get a drink bought for her, all these free gifts given to her. No questions asked. Okay? She has to do nothing. It's all given to her. Men do, and the men are allowed more time to develop. And that's when they mature very slowly, okay? They're not critic as severely as women on how they look. That's right. They're young and dumb. As someone once said, women control access to sex. Men control access to relationship. So if that is true, then explain why women cannot find the men that they want to take them seriously. Hey, think about this. And because women have such high standards and are told by society not to settle, see, feminism has been spread around by society as a whole. Oh, don't settle, don't settle. And they often find themselves being stressed out as realize they are in their 30s with no kids and no man and they want to be with. Men, on the other hand, have no problem dating the barista of Starbucks or the baddie that works at Walmart. Fortune 500 male CEOs have dated and married their secretaries for decades. Women are born rich and die poor. Men are born poor and die rich. That's what this is specifically talking about. Then the women in the same age group as men, they want to be desired. Men don't want them. So, therefore, men have more options even when they hit their wall. The men hit the wall. The men don't careen into theirs at full speed. It's more likely a slow motion play out that they see coming. The only wall that men hit is actually the box being dug 6 foot into the ground. All right, and being laid to rest. That's the only wall that men hit. All right. And the idea of hitting a wall is fiercely objected to by modern women. They don't want to hear it. They want to swallow that feminist Kool-Aid, which is outdated, sour, and full of lies. I don't mean that modern women hate hitting the wall. I mean that they deny there is a wall. Yeah. Oh, well, I still hold my value. And when you age, your value declines. Did you know that? Did you know that? And these women are very delusional. They spread misinformation about men, what men want in a relationship. Listen, women, you don't know what men want. You don't know what they want in a relationship. You don't know what men want. You think you know, but you do not know because you're not a man. Okay, this incorrect data leaves women unprepared for a life without a mate that they want. CNN recently came out with a study showing that by 2030, 45% of women aged 25 to 44 will likely remain single. This is bad news. Women, winter is coming. Winter is coming. All right. Now, business compiled this data in order to determine what demographics they will be serving in the future. The Fuhrer's objection to the idea of the wall is part of what confuses people about the wall and what it really is. They hit it in stages. Now, women who do not want to hit the wall can do some things to ensure they find the kind of man to marry that they choose. Not that they have to pick out desperation or because they hear deafening tick-tock of their biological clock. Take note of this. By the time you hit 24, you better have you a husband and settle down because winter is coming. And Mother Nature is going to be replaced with Father Time. And he does not, I repeat, he does not get tricked. Okay? Did you know that? He doesn't get tricked. Now, you need to date with intention from the age of 24 until they find their husband. Now, at the age of 24, you should have a husband. Be on the lookout for a man who is serious about getting married would make a great husband. I say 24. By that time, a woman that can at least be 3 or 4 years in college would have some life experience. Hopefully, she got partying out of her system. Now, this is racking up the body counts. Now, I already did a video. I did a video on that. If she waits too late, she will think she has forever. The inertia will set in. She cannot easily stop her trajectory unless acted upon by a powerful outside force. Father Time is outside force, finding gray hair, sags, wrinkles. Seeing her younger siblings tie the knot, hearing her mother say her eggs are not getting any younger for the umpteenth time. When women say there's no wall, that does stop them from running smack into it, all right? And women can say they're fine being single, having no kids, but for the record of human history shows otherwise. Women are very relational and absolute adore of being married and having kids. It's good they do. They wouldn't be here if they didn't. Now, we're going to talk about another aspect of the wall. All right? When a woman hits the wall, it means she reached a point in her life where not only her physical appearance beginning to deteriorate, but fertility windows all have but closed, meaning the woman has become an increasingly undesirable choice for a potential mate. So what a woman thinks a man wants is not what a man really wants. A woman cannot be a man and know what a man wants. No. What a man wants and what a woman thinks a man wants are two different worlds. Okay? And this usually happens to a woman in her late 20s to mid 30s. Ouch. That's when Father Time shows up. If the woman in question happens to be single, hitting a wall makes it increasingly more difficult for her to find a man to date or for marriage. Ouch. That's when Father Time shows up. While it may be true there's some fetish out there that do enjoy chasing after older women, most of the men that fancy themselves cougar catchers are usually young men in their late teens who go after women like this because they are drawn by the overall sense of desperation that hangs around these women, much like blood draws sharks. They know these women will be very easy to score for them and use them for refine their bedroom fun technique. So when they start to score the girls on their age, they'll have the skills. They can turn that to help them land a girlfriend and spouse. Now, soulmate. That's right, to my soulmate. Soulmate. There's no such thing as soulmate. Now, we're going to go through and we're going to take a look. And we're going to cover this topic. I'm glad we are right here talking about this. Now, there are good answers here, but they dance around it. As some already pointed out, women are at their most desirable between 22 and 24. This is based on numeric surveys and seems that men of all ages agree this is true. Now, we're talking to the brothers out there, men. This is also an age when women can have healthy babies the most easily. As a woman ages, her ability to have healthy babies decreases. By the time she's 35, she lost about 40% of her fertility. It becomes very dangerous for her to conceive. And from her chance of having normal, healthy babies declines dramatically. By 40, the odds of her conceiving naturally are very, 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 very small. And by 44, they're next to none. Father Time is he's real. Since having children is biological imperative for our species, men are programmed to look for the healthiest, most fertile women. That being the 22 to 24-year-olds. Women, on the other hand, are programmed for hypergamy. Right here, hypergamy. That is, they look for men who have the best genes and the highest status. Good genes mean good children. Status means when she's the most vulnerable by being pregnant and having small children, her partner will be able to provide for her and protect her. So women look for chads, charming, handsome, and driven, aka tall, dark, handsome, or white and handsome, or Oriental, or whatever class they find. And women are very, very poor at decision making, unless they raised up in a healthy home, so to speak. All right. Now, women raised in a single mother home typically attract the bad boys or the cute felons that can't keep themselves out of jail and that beat around on females that leave bruises, inflict trauma, and then guess what? The woman can't find anybody and then she has to go to counseling to undo the trauma. It takes her years of going to counseling. Umpteen thousands of dollars worth of sessions to be deprogrammed from that trauma and all that. So they could attract the attention of Chads and revel in it. But as they age, the Chads who remain attractive to women in their 40s begin to lose interest because they still attract women in their 20s. Since Chads are abundant during their 20s, women have the opportunity to date up, ride the carousel. They treat their 20s as a dating smorgasbord since feminism tells them they can have it all. They postpone marriage and children to stay on the carousel for as long as possible, even though the attention they get from Chad begins to diminish by the time they realize that they're in their 30s. Feminism lied to you. It's important to understand that women still be pursued by men in their 40s and sometime in their 50s if they're attractive. They won't be pursued by Chads. They could become called alpha widows. As women age, the quality of men they attract becomes lower and lower status male. This is what it means for when a woman hits the wall. She can no longer attract the kind of men she desires, and whom were plentiful when she was young. This is brutal truth. Now keep in mind, the female attractiveness comes into play. The more attractive the woman is, the longer she can push back the wall. Did you get that? Some women are obese and unattractive may hit the wall at 18. Now, you can tell when a woman hit the wall when she begins to complain that there's no good men left. So why do MGTOW talk about women hitting the wall? Because they see it as a form of karmic justice. Most MGTOW have experienced a lack of loyalty and fidelity from women because a feminist told you you can have it all and ride the CC, right? Go chase after the bad boys. Hey, you can have it all, they said. That's a lie. And find it satisfying when women hit their 30s and suddenly panic that they're not married and they're not likely to be. It's kind of like sitting back and watching a slow motion train wreck, knowing full well there it was the driver of that train who caused the wreck by ignoring the warning signs along the route. So, alrighty. Now, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and take this off. And this is after they take the feminism Kool-Aid. So iron sharpens iron. You will grow 10 times faster as a man if you were competitive environment by yourself. Competition is not bad, but anyways, And this is a typical feminist right here. Wow, I don't know how to respond to what you said, I and this is a typical feminist. Colored her hair and wants to go out and all that. And this is a typical feminist. She wants to level up in life. This to the man that been dumped. Now you take a look at this. You can pause this here, read. And it's really, really horrible. This is horrible. And by the time a woman hits 25, she's no good. You hit 25, you're no good. I mean, you can go out and try to land you a high quality guy. Good luck. Good luck on that. All right? Good luck. So, good luck on that because I'm telling you. So, I'm fixing to go ahead and go to. I'm going to go ahead and remove that and. I'm going to go ahead and find this. Listen to this.
Do what's easy. And men getting sex is hard. So if they do what's hard, it's valued. If we do what's easy, it's not.
Most men always get looked upon like they're not a hoe. Why is it different for women than it is for men?
Because men and women are different.
They are.
Because it's easy for us to get sex. The world doesn't think highly of you if you do what's easy. And men getting sex is hard. So if they do what's hard, it's valued. If we do what's easy, it's not.
Most men always get looked upon like they're not
I
a
need
hoe.
you to listen to
Why is
this.
it different for women than it is for men?
Because men and women are different.
They are.
Because it's easy for us to get sex. The world doesn't think highly of you if you do what's easy. And men getting sex is hard. So if they do what's hard, it's valued. If we do what's easy, it's not.
Most.
So, I hope you got this. I hope you got this. Now, I hope you got this. Okay? I mean, so I hope you got this. Because if you go out and you demand, you make unruly demands that a man gives you this, man gets you that. All right? I mean, you're going to have to work your butt off to get. You're going to have to work your butt off to help get what you want in life. Because if you don't, winter's coming. All right? And You know, it is what it is. So if you go out and you want to tell everybody not to date broke men, it's going to backfire on you. Alright? It's going to backfire on you. And the reason why I say that is I mean, it is what it is. And I'm going to go ahead and so I'm going to go ahead and bring this other website back up. Okay? So I'm going to bring this website back up. Okay? So now, I'm not obsessing over the wall, but I am going to bring you the information you need to see. Now, 5 signs a woman hit the wall. The wall is the point where a woman is no longer bedroom fun desirable for men. Her good looks, shape of the figure have faded. With it, the power she had to command money, attention, and expensive date. Did you know that? So you going out here thinking that you have a prize that men have to buy you? They have to buy you this, they have to buy this from you and buy that. I'm sorry, your market value is gone. So you're telling me not to don't date broke men. You know what? Here's your payback. All right? Hitting the wall is terrifying for women. Any woman, black, brown, white, biracial, multiracial, whatever. In her youth, simply hint, bedroom fun might be on the table enough to motivate hot men to do almost anything. But the manipulative women, there are plenty of them out there in the dating market. They're on the dating apps. There are manipulative women out there playing gullible young men like marionettes. She will wear revealing clothes, short dresses, swish her hips, stare at men seductively to get everything she wants. Pretty soon that power is going to be taken away from you. It is what it is. And the wall is unstoppable. And women know this. And the promise of sex allow her access of vacations and material items, ultimate sacrifice for marriage for men. Women have little to no ability to do anything for themselves. Did you know that? So yes. So they must use men's bedroom fun nature against them in order to survive. Even so-called independent women use their good looks, sexuality to live life on the easy mode. An average woman can bat her eyes and get jobs, flirt with police, get out of speeding tickets, and coerce friend-zone simps to fix her car, help her move. Guess what? When that ability starts to disappear, women are understandably alarmed. What they used to get for free, they're going to have to go out and work for it and pay for it themselves. Look at the statistic how single women over the age of 50 have the highest poverty rate in the United States. Wow, look at this. Over the age of 50, they had no leverage. They haven't used their youth to secure a man to rely on financially. They are far too old to ever attract another one. Only ones that they can attract are them young and dumb boys from teens and 20s until when they hit 30 and their big head start thinking over that little head. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. They haven't used their youth to lock down a man. Women eventually age out of their ability to manipulate men for fun and profit. They are never prepared. So, yeah, don't date broke men. Well, I tell you what, broke men will turn into desirable men when they age. Let's talk about that, huh? The following statements are that you hear from women who are freaking out about their dismissal of future of hoarding, cat ownership, and abject poverty. Here's the number one right here. Complain, where did all the good men? You know what? They've been there. They've been watching you. Anyways, this actually happens. So to the black women, white women, biracial women, any woman out there who's embraced feminism, this is what you're going to be singing that song right here. Right here. When a woman gets old, around age 30 to 35, depending on if they realize they can no longer compete with the bright-eyed, smooth-skinned, shiny hair younger women, that's why women hate other women. Seriously. In this case right here, in a panic, they start scratching around for a bailout. The mild-mannered good men that she never looked twice at when she was in her prime. Okay? The geeky, nerdy guy that you thought that was boring, unattractive, all of a sudden got his career taken off. All of a sudden start becoming, look like a steak on a plate, right? So at the age of 30, 35 plus, women can rely on their beauty to keep a steady stream of rich men around to take her on dates and trips. They're going to drop you off. The nice guys is their eject button off the CC into a comfortable life as a suburban housewife. Guess what? Her fun times are going to come to a screeching halt. And she's not going to be able to pair bond. Her brain's been crossed, rewired. You know what? It's not a very good thing. A woman's past can come back and haunt her. Did you know that? All right, I'm back. Okay, she had her fun. We can't understand why women think this is a selling point for men. Everyone knows what I have my fun means. She spent the last 20 years being ridden around like a town bicycle. In other words, everybody had a chance with you in town. So let me reiterate this. So trying to calculate the miles of phallus that been ran through a 38-year-old woman who had her fun is ready to settle down. Nothing about that's remotely attractive to men, yet women consistently post this on their dating apps every day. At least what I hear when I use dating, my settings are for women aged 23 to 29. And get this, bragging about getting hit on. So women get hit on constantly because men are trying to get, their piece of pie to have fun. This happens dozens of times day-to-day time women hit puberty until they stop looking appealing as they age. And this happens. This is a natural part of life right here. A teenage girl is used to receiving male attention everywhere she goes. Mailman, the guy at the pizza place, the dudes at the mall, etc. It's a common part of her day, like checking her phone, hopping on Instagram. It's so normal she doesn't even think to mention it. Mentions it. Unless a man is exceptionally creepy, which simply means unconfident, unattractive in her opinion. When a woman starts bragging about men noticing her, it becomes that stream of attention has slowed to a trickle. Alright? The woman who brags or complains about getting hit on wins twice. She receives attention from a man who catcalled her. She gets to be the center of attention again by telling the story. Alright? From puberty forward, women are attracted with men with resources, good looks, social status, which translate to older guys. Freshman high girls date upperclassmen with cars, social status, ignoring the scrawny, pimpled boys her age that ride bikes to school, aren't physically mature enough to make the football team. But trust me, they will make the football team. They will start taking off, because men are born poor and die rich. They have to work their butt off to attain the resources, right? So as young women, they will date the manager instead of their fellow broke intern. Again, the broke man, the broke intern, the broke this, broke man, right? They would never look at young men until they hit the wall, right? Around 30, men start to hit their stride in terms of looks, of social status, and money. And then 30, 35-year-old man with most confident, handsome, successful he ever been in his life, as more desirable to women than ever. And written about this many times on, okay, check out the post. Men look better with age, as they age, seriously. Many men at this age should choose to date younger women, as this is completely natural. The younger women want a man with a nicer car, a bit of money to spend on nice dates, and maturity she can admire. Trust me, men ain't going to spend no money on you. You got another thing coming. You want something, you go get your butt out there and work for it. The younger women, okay, that leaves 30-something-year-old women out in the cold. Men their age are chasing girls that are turning 22. Unfortunately, this is the time where a 30-year-old woman understands she is running out of time. Many women in this situation reach down to younger men who are left out because women their age prefer older men. So guess what? We call those MILFs, M-I-L-L-S. When women in their 30s or older start robbing the cradle, a bedroom fund down young men, that is to know when she knows it's over. So, men are intimidated by successful women. Women think their career in human resources, finance, Nissan Altima, shout out to Coach Greg Adam, are scaring them, should wake up to reality. It is not their bachelor in arts social work that's turning men off. It's their nasty, opinionated attitude. It's been said, men do not like smart women. It's not the case. So, women, if you're out here with that controlled masculine creatures, You think you are smart. All right? A grown man has no reason to be intimidated by a biological, weaker, physical, smaller, more emotional, less logical human being than a woman. So, yes. So, yes. To tell you the truth, you claim the wall doesn't exist. This is what the true feminists spew out of their own mouth. This is what the women who say don't date broke men spew. Because they, oh, I'm younger forever. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're younger forever. How come are you on the losing end when you age and with time? Father Time ain't gonna play no tricks with you. He's going to come and take away what Mother Nature gave you. All right? He's going to give you flaws. He's going to screw up your metabolism. He's going to give you wrinkles, crow's feet. He's going to give you gray hairs and hairs on your face. He's going to give you. He's going to work on your voice box. He's going to give you flaws that's going to run men away. And this is going to be your kryptonite, so to speak. This most obvious delusion statements of the post-war lady. It's obvious even her looks are waning. Her ability to attract men, at least men she wants, is diminishing every day. If she's not married, the woman cannot bear knowledge that this is plain reality. Instead, she'll deny with her own eyes everyone she can clearly see. Men flirt with me all the time, she protests. So she'll lie to you. I get asked more in my 40s than I did in my 20s. She'll lie to you. Now, you got 20 teenage boys shooting their shot. And they'll ask her out. So she'll nod and smile, not to destroy her already self-image. All right? So, this person said he dated women in their life from 30s to age 20 to 43. He said the younger are positive, prettier, firmer, tighter, wetter. All right? Older women, this topic may write down in the future. And older can be giving more bedroom fun. They could be more interesting to talk to. They understanding older women is essential for men who want to understand a whole. They won't say explicitly. Older women often convey they understand they are losing their power they once wielded. They won't tell you. And it's a pedantic tale, too much to learn if you're open. I encourage young men to pursue older women. Personally, I dated women of 30 when I used to be 19. She opened my eyes, bedroom fun, of course, in many other ways. So I went back to dealing with teenage women. I found it easily compared to manipulation that I'd experienced with my much older girlfriend. So, now I've already covered those 5 signs. I've already covered 5 signs that she hit the wall. And for women to go out to go out and posting the image of this, this right here, This right here, you're going to wind up all alone. You're going to wind up all alone. That attitude right here, you're going to be alone and single, and no man's going to want you. Except these young and dumb boys who try to cater to you. But when their head between their legs loses thinking status, it's going to be too wet to plow. Again, take care of yourself, and remember that saying by King Solomon, who wrote the book of Proverbs, and the book filled with wisdom and knowledge in the teachings of how to be a good human, the Bible. Pride goeth before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall. And peace out.